Ketchup and mayonnaise. Just give me the fat pockets and a fat estate. Let the smoke go in the air and let it fade away.
Love, never knew what I was missing, but I knew once we start training, I would grow. Oh.
Dang, okay.
So this one might be a little questionable. So I want to hear none of y'all in the comments saying any mook shit. None of it. You gotta do what you gotta do for content and your sponsors and for your paycheck.
Wasn't this workout only supposed to be 45 minutes?
Did he try to plug himself again?
I think now we like an hour and 30 minutes now.
You gotta do what you gotta do for the paycheck.
Hey, chochos. Give me the chochos.
All right, it's time to lock in now. Let's have some fun.
Oh, now he wanna lock in.
Always got something to say.
He done playing and shit.
He just mad because he got third.
Hey, I won't get third next year.
I'm just mad because I got last.
Just give me the fat pockets and a fat estate. Let the smoke go in the air and let it fade away. I'ma put $1 billion on lay away. Told the devil ketchup and mayonnaise.
I ain't gonna lie. That was impressive. I didn't think he was that strong. I'll give him that.
Oh, I'm strong. I just don't be lifting too much. I play around on YouTube and Instagram. I'll do a set of 8 and that's it. But I'll do a working set and I'll do a back off, but with the same weight.
Can't do any more weight from here.
No, but I'll do the same, just less reps.
Okay. But when you like lifting with people
Who actually can't lift?
who like push themselves, even if they lift less than you, you elevate, man.
Usually my tempo and usually my intensity is, of course he just went, maybe that took probably a minute. So a minute and 20 seconds. So I give myself maybe 15, 30 seconds after that, and I hop back in. When I'm training with somebody. When I'm not training with somebody, it's usually like a minute and a half, 2 minutes rest, and I'm right back into the movement.
It's always been a little different. But for compound movements, like everybody will call it a compound, but a primary movement, I do tend to take a little bit longer of breaks. When it's a movement that's more pump focused, same thing. It's like about a minute and a half break at the most. Just enough for me to get my full energy back. We gotta get Dan in the video.
Dan, get your big ass over here. Dan done put some size on. That boy over there, he over there got cheeks is swollen.
Yeah, let's go. I stay ready to go. Let's go. Yeah, I stay ready to go. I'm just getting started. You know I'm ready to go.
Come on.
I'm just getting started. You know I'm ready to go. I'm just getting started. You know I'm ready to go.
And this is why I don't typically work out with a lot of people, different people all the time. Is because when you do work out with different people, their intensity changes, their focus changes, how rep ranges, if it's pump, is it density, is it volume, you know? So many different areas and training styles will even get you more fatigued than what you're supposed to be pushing out. So it's different.
So that's why I love training with Ben when I'm back home in Tampa in our normal environment, because we have the same weaknesses, we have the same strengths. So when we're training, there's not much difference to what we have to do because everything is so similar. So I find massive value in that. And Ben is one of those guys who really understands the importance of controlling tempo. And I think it's a good combination because I wasn't always like that. Like I would kind of move the weight, still get good connections, but like I said, I think it's just to each your own. You gotta find a training partner who matches not only your training style, or someone who helps elevate your training style. And that's been what the best thing this offseason so far. Your legs are a lot bigger than they seem.
Because bro, like when I wear, all my shorts are 2X shorts. So when I wear 2X shorts, it make my legs look kind of smaller than they are. But when I pop the top, it's different.
Yeah, yours are fucking active. You can clearly see how much bigger yours are.
We put some size on.
We're getting there.
We put some size on for sure. That's men's physique. Be balanced. They kept telling me, I mean, they wanted balance, I'll bring balance. But now you ain't gonna bring no flat look. I promise you that. I promise you that. No pop, I promise you're gonna see some pop. Flat, I promise they're gonna see a balloon. Promise.
I thought he retired, man. They said you had no pop. They said you weren't conditioned enough. They telling you to retire. Come on, let that be fuel.
Yeah,
Let's go.
we in the wild, wild west. You took the wrong damn step. Talk to me nice, no stress. You run your mouth, get blessed. This is that chokehold season. Pull up on my block, that's treason. I don't need to give you no reason. That hammer can come out squeezing. Going kamikaze when I'm wildin'. I'm going out all violent. Yeah, I'm styling. Can't talk now, go silent. That's priceless. I'm in control of my license.
Operation Fill the Cap, man. Us tall guys, we have a very unique opportunity.
You say pop, but it's like the pop is there. But it's like on a taller frame, you need more of that dense, I guess, dense pop. So we'll see what that scale says when we have that weight on there, and then bring in the conditioning and everything else. So
Listen, like, there's no question there. With the two guys being where they are now, it's a conditioning game. Like, that's the reality of it. And like you said it going into the season. The midsection needs to stand out, and if it doesn't, you ain't gonna find yourself in that conversation. Come on. Keep going. Go. Come on. Come on. Yup. Again.
that boy said he hungry out here. That boy said he hungry out here. He said he want to eat. He eating.
I thought he was gonna rack pull that bitch. This man started already yelling.
Boy out here eating, huh?
Y'all might remember my boy Dan from some previous videos.
He was a men's physique guy.
You might not remember him because he looked like he literally ate himself. But we got IFBB bro, Dan Ibrahim.
Yes, sir.
The man who absolutely took over social media and made everybody talk. And then he just switched divisions. So that's where we are now.
You might be back to class men's physique though. It just depends.
You tell us?
I told him. I said you might as well. You never know.
Never know.
You never know.
Then I'm gonna talk to Steve first.
Y'all heard it here.
And then
You better start growing.
Huh? How much you up?
not much. Like, so I'm still at last year's peak weight, which is 220. So
Damn. This man has always been, he's probably like the most genetic elite guy I've ever witnessed. Like him and Keon, and I'm not kidding, like this man grew. Remember bro, when you started working together, you had like 2 meals a day.
yeah, 2 meals.
He had 2 meals a day, chicken and rice, that's it. We got him on 6 meals a day, that man accidentally grew, it's wild. But the one thing that people oftentimes forget about him is his work ethic. They look at his body and just simply say, oh yeah, that's a genetic freak.
Yeah.
Nah, this man got an elite level of work ethic to get him to this point.
As y'all can see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. What a little change on it.
Progressive overload.
He ain't playing.
Nah, but hey,
Yeah.
you heard it here. This man might come back to men's physique.
I'm still learning on the job, so I mean it's hard. Like now I was able to get my pro card easily, but I'm still learning on the job.
That's the thing.
Which is the hardest part.
That shit for me, because you got the genetics, right? And the thing is, I had the genetics, and I went pro naturally.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? At the USA Championships in Vegas, and I took a year off, and I think that's what saved me.
Yeah.
You know, because COVID happened, Then I hired Cuts, and Cuts kind of introduced me to the whole world. But even when I was a pro, not competing, I was still looking into, because they were still competing. But I was still looking into the game and seeing how they were moving. So when I did hit the scene in 2021, it was like that. So it's not a race. It's all about taking your time, learning the game, and figuring your way out, not what everybody else is doing. So just stay focused on what you're doing.
Appreciate it.
Get your money. I ain't gonna take too much of your time. That's too much time already. Tell him to get on his next set.
Y'all know what it is. Your boy leveling up, man. We got stuff.
Come on, keep walking, goddammit. Nobody care about what he got going on.
Hit them like pow. Hey, niggas send they jump to the cloud. Gonna be a while till they come back around. Get this piece jumping up and down like a crowd. Looking at me now when I got them like wow. To my enemies filled with jealousy. I'm the better breed, check the family tree. It's a tendency, they coming for my legacy. But that's the recipe, a pocket still in pregnancy.
Yo, comment right now. Look at this. Tell me this man would not be a pro. And he's natural. He got the density, he got the shoulders. Look at this shit. He's balanced.
Pretty much.
He's balanced.
I'm gonna be there next year. I promise.
And I'm gonna coach him there.
Yes, sir.
You called a quarter past 8, said you know you made a mistake, 'cause you gave your heart away to someone.
So I guess I never even really explained why I'm even in Houston in the first place. And no, it's not just to hang out with Erin, but we're here for a posing seminar. And this is actually really cool. So they actually reached out to Men's Physique Radio to help them be a part of something that they're building, and which is really just trying to get more of the sport educated on something that is so undervalued, which is your posing on stage. So I'm excited for it. And it's not gonna be some kind of massive turnout, but it's definitely gonna be something that we're allowed to be more individualized with a lot of people who will then hopefully can help them elevate themselves. I even have some of my clients, previous clients, all being here, which is gonna be really cool. But nonetheless, back in Houston, and we'll be back again next week. So it's gonna be a lot of traveling over the next few weeks because I shut my traveling down for prep. But the boy's hungry. We're getting ready to start the seminar. So we gotta eat and then get back.
I'm lightning like Steve McQueen. I'm in the fast lane when the light turns green. And I built tough, I ain't nothing but grit. 'Cause I made rugged blood, sweat, and spit. Yeah, like a horse I fly. Better push yourself in for a bumpy ride. I like to play hard, but I work harder. And I weather the storm 'cause I'm built stronger.
It's simple, right? That's why the Ventura step is so popular like this, because look, it's one step in a transition. A lot of times people do a lot of these like moving around patterned steps and do all this stuff. It's like getting into it. You know what I mean? You guys can fall walking out on stage during your routine, and it won't necessarily affect your score. But what will affect your score is how if you don't hit your front and your back shot correctly. So understand, like that's what you're getting judged on. When you're in your comparison rounds, hitting your front shots or your back shots and your front shots. All right.
Out the gate like a bucking bull. Got my horns up, I'm unstoppable. Got you spin around, it's a do-si-do. And I hold on tight like a rodeo. If you wanna get down, get yourself elevated up off the ground. Then come along with me to the nitty and the gritty of the country. I was cut from steel. I was built for grit.
Right, so I hear people all the time, I practice. I'm like, but are you practicing the right habits?
That part. So the thing is, like, if you guys are practicing, say you didn't come today, you would be practicing the same thing every day that you just presented to us.
Yeah.
So going into
you.
a show, it would be extremely hard because it'd be a mental fuck because you like, I practice, and my posing looks and feels good, but
It's not even
again, the investment in the posing coach is you can have the best fucking physique in the world. You would never win if you cannot present it.
Turn around. See how off that is?
Yeah. I see what you're talking
You know what I'm saying? So now that you see the mistake, I want you to now try to fix the mistake. you see it. A lot of times in your back shot, it's hard to see it.
Yeah.
So now that you see it, I want you to try to aim to correct this. And it's subtle adjustments, like your alignment is off, right? Like your engagement in your lats are there, which is awesome, which is the hard part. But I want you to try to get your balance right. And I don't want to move you there right away. I want you to try to feel it and then make that adjustment. All right? Let's do it. I've been to the big stages. I've lost shows that took me down and taught me lessons. I'm telling you right now, you will lose more in this sport than you'll ever win. I don't care who you are. I don't care if you're Mr. Olympia. It doesn't matter. You will lose more. How you handle those losses will truly set you up for the next chapter in your life, but also as a bodybuilder. Digest it all, man. Digest it. Trust me when I say, you will become a much better athlete with the losses that you face and how you respond to it. So then when you do reach that height, that mountaintop, shit, you're gonna be there already. You trained for it. You're a veteran in it.
I was built for grit. I was made to fly. 'Cause I was born for this. Yeah. Born to run.